Now that you have built your foundation through the glute bridges and the TRX squat, here are the next 4 exercises for you to do over the next 4 weeks. This one, all for the lower body. So bring yourself into the same position as you did for the glute bridge, but this time we're going to extend one leg and then drive with the other, and then using a single leg glute bridge, like so. You can always put your hands out to support if it does help improve your balance. All right, now that we've established both the movement and also the depth of our squat using the suspension trainer, what we're going to do now is progress this exercise into a goblet squat, which is where you bring the kettlebell up just in front of your chest or a dumbbell, and then what this weight is doing is it's going to counterbalance the weight of your hips sinking backwards. Then lower yourself in the same movement as the TRX squat, and over time aim for the same depth. If you start to lean forward at a particular range of the motion, it may mean that you aren't capable of going lower than this at this stage. This is okay and perfectly normal as a newbie. Just continue to maintain your technique and gradually improve your depth of the squat until you can reach the same depth that you achieved using the suspension trainer. And this will be when you know that you're ready for the next step. So number 3 is the guided hip hinge. As a newbie, this one's really important. It's going to establish your ability to bend over and lift things without using your lower back. And the first thing that we want to do is get in the right position. So we just start ourselves about a foot off from the wall. In this case, I'm just going to use the plyo boxes as a wall. And then as we go down into the movement, we want to make sure that we're using the wall to stop us from sitting our hips back too far. Keep your back straight as you bend from the hips, with your butt sticking up against the wall. You can feel the stretch increase in your hamstrings, and you should not be bending through your lower back. So with this one here, if you do find that it's a little bit too intense because your feet are a little bit close, as in you might find yourself leaning or falling forwards, what you can do is you can bring your feet a little bit further forward, and it does give you a little bit more room to bend through the knees. And what this will do is this means that it won't be so intense on your hamstrings and allow you a little bit more range to work through, so that way you can continue to practice the movement. As you get better, bring your feet closer to the wall or closer to the edge, and then from here you'll be able to continue to work that range, and you can feel that that's now quite a big stretch in the hamstrings without actually going too far forward. So you can make that progression as you go, as you improve your hip hinge. So in your first set of exercises, we did a couple of exercises that use both the hips or the glutes, and then also working through the squat. Now we're going to work through a unilateral exercise where we're working each leg individually. We start with full tension on the suspension trainer and the handles at chest level. Step with one foot directly behind you, reaching back as far as you can go, while allowing that front knee to travel as far over your toes as possible. Bring the foot back into the starting position and then switch over to the other leg. You might find that your range of motion continues to improve as you continue throughout the set. This is also a great warm-up exercise as it helps lengthen and prepare your leg muscles for the workout ahead. So let's continue with these 4 lower body exercises for the next 4 weeks, alternating with your upper body exercises. And then by the time you've improved your range of motion and your skill level with these exercises, then you'll be able to progress to the next stage.